Psychosis, causes and symptoms. Psychosis involves a loss of contact with reality and can feature hallucinations and delusions. It is a symptom of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, but there are many other causes. In this video, learn more about psychosis, including what causes it and the symptoms. What is psychosis? Psychosis affects how a person thinks and their perceptions. Their senses may seem to detect things that do not exist, and they may find it difficult to determine what is real and true. People with psychosis may hear voices, see people or items that are not there, smell odors and other people cannot detect. They may also believe that they are in trouble, someone is chasing them, or they are very important when these situations are not the case. A person may not be aware that they have psychosis because the delusions feel real to them. Psychosis can be overwhelming and confusing. Sometimes the symptoms can cause the person to harm themselves. In rare cases, they may hurt another person. Psychosis is one of the key symptoms of schizophrenia. Symptoms of psychosis. The signs and symptoms of psychosis include hallucinations. The person hears, sees, smells, tastes, or feels things that do not exist. Delusions. The individual believes things that are false, and they may have unfounded fears or suspicions. Disorganized thinking, speech, and behavior. The person may jump between unrelated topics in speech and thought, making connections that appear illogical to other people. Their speech may make no sense to others. Catatonia. The person may become unresponsive. Unusual psychomotor behavior. The person makes unintentional movements such as pacing, tapping, and fidgeting. The person may also experience mood changes, difficulty focusing, sleep problems. Depending on the cause, psychosis can appear quickly or slowly. It can also be mild or severe. In some cases, it may be mild when it first appears but become more intense over time. Early signs. The mild early symptoms of psychosis might include general anxiety, depression, social isolation, problems focusing, mild or moderate disturbances in language, energy levels and thinking, difficulty taking initiative, lower tolerance to stress, sleep problems, neglecting self-care, feelings of suspicion, thoughts and ideas that seem strange to others. Hallucinations can affect any of the senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch in the person with psychosis. Hearing voices. Auditory hallucinations appear to be the most common types of hallucinations for people with schizophrenia. The person hears things and believes them to be real when they do not exist. Often, the person hears voices. There may be one or many voices, and they will sound exactly like real voices. The voices may be recognizable, non-specific, or of someone who has died, sound either clear or like mumbling in the background, give instructions or criticize the person, be intermittent or constant. Hearing voices can be very confusing, and it can affect a person's actions. It can lead to the individual harming themselves or less often others. Treatment can manage or prevent psychosis, but it can return if the person stops taking their medication. There may also be a risk of suicide. Delusions during psychosis. During a psychotic episode, a person may experience delusions. Paranoid delusions can cause a person to be suspicious of individuals or organizations, believing them to be plotting to cause the person harm. Delusions of grandeur involve a strong belief that the person has a special power or authority. For instance, they may believe that they are a political leader. Causes of psychosis. The exact causes of psychosis are not well understood but might involve genetic factors. Research shows that schizophrenia and bipolar disorder may share a common genetic cause. Hormones. Some people experience postpartum psychosis after giving birth. Due to this and the fact that the early signs of psychosis often occur first in adolescence, some experts have suggested that hormonal factors may play a role in those with a genetic susceptibility. Brain changes. Tests have found differences in brain chemicals, specifically the activity of the neurotransmitter dopamine, in people who experience psychosis. A lack of sleep may also trigger psychosis.